Hi, Mike Filsame here, and I'm the creator of BrandBaser. This is a free application that I made. Originally, I made it for myself so that I can get more out of AI, and I'm going to show you how you can use it. So let me first show you the concept first so you completely understand. All right, you've seen ChatGPT before. You've been told about prompt engineering, and that means you have to start from scratch every single time. You see, ChatGPT doesn't have any instructions on what it needs to do. It doesn't know its role. And it also doesn't know anything about you, your product, your service, your mission, your vision, your customer, your features, advantage, benefits, your price points. It doesn't know anything about what keeps your customer up at night, what are their objections, and how you handle it, and how you solve their problems, and how you deliver them to the promised land. And in fact, every single time you want to write something to ChatGPT, it doesn't know anything on what it needs to write. What is the topic that we're writing? And that's why I created BrandBaser. So let me jump in right here and show you this presentation right here, and it'll give you more information. Okay, you see, BrandBaser, what it does is it handles three specific things that are important for ChatGPT to give you content that's literally going to make you cry when you see it. And let's go over those three things right now. All right, the intersection of these three circles is what we're looking for. Number one, we need a brand knowledge base. This is what the AI knows. It's your company's DNA, your values, your voice, your product details, your audience, their pain points, etc. We call this a brand knowledge base. That's why we call this a brand base. Hence the name BrandBaser.com. This is the foundation that helps any AI project, whether you're using a third-party tool or you're using something like ChatGPT projects or Claude projects. And we'll get to that in just a minute. Next is the role or the special instructions. This is basically how the AI thinks. You're telling it who to be, essentially a direct response copywriter, a launch strategist, or basically do your SEO. And it tells it how to behave and what the tone and structure and goals are. Great. Now that it knows everything about your business and everything about your customer, and it knows its role and how to write the content, it still needs to know, what are we putting in the chat today? What are we talking about today? And that's what I call the action brief. This is the focus, what it's doing now. And we created a prompt wizard that asks you 9 different questions, and then it builds the prompt that we're going to put into ChatGPT. So this trifecta that you're getting right here about your brand business, the special instructions, and what we're writing about today is going to give you copy that or blog content that is literally going to bring a tear to your eye. And from there, it doesn't matter what language model you're using, or ChatGPT or Claude, you're going to get the best output, which is going to give you better leads, better conversions, better customers, better open rates, click-through rates, and eventually more money into your bank account. So let's now take a look at the actual tool itself. Okay, so here we are in the dashboard. At any time, you can click Create Brand Base, and you'll see your latest 3 here. But to see all your brands, you'll click right here. And you'll see I have 3 different brands that I've answered 20 questions about. So if we're going to talk about your brand, this is the first part of the 3. We need to create a brand base. And as you see here, I can edit this, and I can look at this document, and it tells me everything that we need to know about my business. I answered all of these questions. Now, you're going to want to do the same. So you will simply click Create a Brand Base. You'll give it the name of your company. Okay, you'll give it a description. And then you walk through the wizard and you answer the 20 questions. Okay, and if you want to click right here, you can click Start Recording, and it will record your answers like this. And when you're done, you'll see everything here, or you can type it, whatever you think is best. Once you put all the questions in, you will then complete your brand document. So you can see these are the questions right here. I'm just going to go through them real quick. I want to get to question number 11 for you. And then question number 17 is the same thing. So let's just get to that. Okay, you see right here, this will give you examples of what demographics and psychographics are. And you'll also notice in 17 where we talk about features, advantages, and benefits of the benefits. This is one of the most important parts of the brand base. And then what we call the promised land, the benefit of the benefit, you'll see the examples right here. And so I've given some examples on how that works. Okay. And that will help you write this better. And then when you're done, let's just complete. And just like that, we get the confetti and we're all done. And we can now hit refresh, and we'll see our new brand document right here. Now we have one more thing that we added here for you. If you were using the recording feature, you might have said ums and ahs. What you can do now is you can click clone and enhance with AI, and this will make a clone of this document, but it'll tighten your answers up for you. All right, let me delete this document because we don't need it. I actually have my brands. What you're going to want to do is simply click edit if you want to make any changes, but most likely you'll just hit export plain text. This will put it onto your desktop with the name, and it'll say BrandBaser 20 questions, and you'll hit save, and you'll have it on your desktop. You've just completed one of the three things that you need for this trifecta to make the perfect output for your copy. All right, number two, what you need to do is you need to create ChatGPT projects. You want to create 4 projects, one to do your direct response emails, one to do your content-based emails, one to do your content-based blogging for SEO, and your direct response marketing. And you'll notice each of these things for the blogging basically tells it you have the prompt pre-written here for you. And if you want to write good emails that get good click-through rates, open rates, and make people buy when they get to the page or register when they get to the webinar, you want to use these project instructions. So let me show you how this works. You're going to need to create 4 separate projects. I'm going to create just one today, and we're going to create one for BrandBaser. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT. Now, I already have one, but I'll show you. Basically, you can see BrandBaser direct response email. So let's just create one here. You're going to name your company. So it'll be your company, right? And so I'm just going to call it BrandBaser, and then I'm going to call it this right here, DR emails, or you can write direct response emails, but I'm just going to call it DR emails because I know that means direct response. Then you'll make another project called your company name, direct response marketing, and you'll make another project called your company name, content emails, and your fourth and last project called your company name, content SEO blogs. All right, so I'm going to make the first project. I'm only going to make one. I think you get it. I don't need to make all 4. So let's create the project. It's going to take a few seconds for that to bake. And once we have that, you're going to see there's 2 things that are very important. Number 1, you need your project instructions. So let's go here. Click, since we're doing the email one, we're going to click copy, and we can close that. And now we're going to put the instructions into here just like this one time, and we hit save. And now we have instructions that this project knows everything it does and needs to write the emails like that. Now I want to let you know one other thing. In these instructions, I have it writing like Gary Halbert, Frank Kern, and Mike Filsaime. Why? Because I'm Mike Filsaime. You can go into that project and you can change that if you like different copywriters, and you can amend this to work better for your brand. Maybe you have a more feminine voice. That's the best thing about this is it's not like a GPT that you're using somebody else's. Here you can tweak it to work better for what's best for you. Okay, we have the instructions. Now we need to add the file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, go to my desktop. Here's my BrandBaser 20 questions, right, that we just exported. I'm going to load that up. You got to wait until you see the little file icon here before you close this. We're not done yet. Okay. And now that we're added here, we're done. Okay. So now we have a project any single time we want to get good output. It knows everything about my brand and it knows the instructions. The only problem is, what do we put here? Well, I have something else for you. Let's take a look. This is what we call the action brief. Now, in the instructions down here at the bottom, you will see that you can use the ChatGPT wizard if you prefer to use it in ChatGPT. Instead, it'll just look just like this. It's the same exact thing, but you're using it in ChatGPT, and it'll have a record and it'll keep them. You can see I even keep mine pinned right here. Now, you can use it in our application right here by clicking create an action brief, and your last, I think 5 or 10 will show up in your history here. Okay. All right. Let's see how this works. This is going to ask us 9 questions that are important about getting good content. So we're just going to go through here real quick. I'm not going to spend a ton of time doing this because I want to get this demo quick, but let's see. First question says, what are we doing today? So here you'll put email, landing page, VSL, whatever. Today we're going to write an email, right? Next. Let's go to the next one. What is the topic? All right. Let's actually do one for BrandBaser. Here, this is similar to like the headline or the blog title if this was a blog. All right. So we're just going to put here how to get the most out of ChatGPT. And or Claude, we'll even put here, or Claude. You'll even notice I have a little microphone here for you that if you want to use your microphone as well, or instead of typing. So let's just answer that here. Let's go through the rest of these questions. Here, what are the 3 talking points you want to talk about? You can do 1, 2, 3, 5 talking points. The more you put, the better content you're going to get. So I'm just going to press a little button that'll transcribe this for me. All right. Let's get to question 4. What is the main hook? Well, this gives you an example. For ours, it's going to be something like this. ChatGPT sucks, and here's how to fix it. All right, we're going to go to question number 5 right now. So why are we sending this message today? Let's see. BrandBaser is a new app that I just came out with, and it's going to sell for $47, but today you can get it for free. All right, question number 6. Who is this for? This is for my loyal subscribers and customers. Right? We have 3 more questions, 7, 8, and 9. What is the urgency? Sign up today because you can get it for free. Very soon, it will go to $47. Right? You would put any urgency or scarcity that you have. What's the call to action? Click the link in the email and sign up for free. Now, you might say something like join the webinar, watch the webinar replay, register for the webinar, etc. Whatever the call to action is. Okay. And it's now, here you go. You see it changed it to long. And so now we can simply just take this information right here and see we've gotten rid of blank page syndrome. Now you go to ChatGPT in your project and knows everything about your business, your company, your product, your price points, your customers' pain points, how you solve it, your promised land, features, advantages, and benefits. It knows that this is for email. So I simply paste this in here just like this, and you'll see I told it to use the canvas. And when we click right here, we're going to see we're going to get some really good copy. So we get a subject line, a preview snippet, and this is honestly fantastic copy. It's actually describing the product that you're getting right now. And you can see this is really, really, really good copy. All right. And so that's it. And if you wanted to do this in Claude, you would do the same thing. You would go to Claude. You would click on projects. And as you can see in your projects, you can upload files. So that's a project knowledge file. And you would click right here on the edit and you would put your custom instructions right here. So you can use this with Claude or with ChatGPT. And that's how you'll get great emails, landing page, sales letters, VSLs, webinars, or blogs that will work very good with the search engines or Facebook ads, you name it. So that's BrandBaser, and use it and you're going to see some incredible results. Thanks for watching.